Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to introduce our member of English study group. There is Anelda Liora, Devi Maulidya, Nadira Khairun Nisa, Qinthari Hanifah Darusman, Syahla Fairuz Izdihar, and Zhafira Zhafranisa. Introduction. In this part, I want to explain the definition and the example of 5 types of tourisms that we want to show you later. So, first, there's adventure tourism. It's about people who explore some place or do extreme activities like trekking and etc. And there is cultural tourism. It's about people who travel to learn about history, art, and people's lifestyles, like going to monuments or museums. And also, there's ecotourism. It's about someone who travels to take ethical and responsible trips to natural environments like the rainforest. And educational tourism is about someone who travels because want to learn something, like a foreign language. And last but not least, there is gap year tourism. It's about someone who young and decide to go backpacking or do voluntary work between school and university. And any kind of tourism is available in this type of tourism. Example. In this part, our member of group will tell you the example of destinations, every type of tourism that I explained you before.
Tebing Keraton. Tebing Keraton can be simply interpreted as the royal or palace cliff. The name perfectly illustrates the majestic vista of North Bandung's fascinating natural landscape as one stands on the cliff. At 1,200 meters above sea level, Tebing Keraton is located within the Insinyur Haji Juanda Forest Park at Ciburial Village, Cimenyan Sub-District in the Bandung Regency. At the main area, there is a rock that bulges over the edge of the cliff, which makes it a perfect place to observe over the incredible natural surroundings. Here, one will be presented with the truly dramatic view of green hills, a winding river, thick forests, rice paddies, as well as the looming mountains on the horizon. Although only recently discovered and made famous in the mid 2014, the people around the area are familiar with the cliff, which was initially called Cadas Jontor, or loosely meaning the bulging rock. After thousands of selfies and social media hypes, the cliff was later given the new name of Tebing Keraton to be illustrate its majestic landscape. Taman Budaya Dago. This tourist spot in Bandung is often used as a place for traditional art performance. Performances that are routinely held in open theater include jaipong dance, karawitan, angklung, wayang golek, kuda lumping, pantun bubun, plays, and Sudanese songs. Another activity that is not less exciting is exploring the exhibition gallery. As the name implies, this gallery is often used as a place for art exhibition, competition, and discussions. If you are tired, you can rest while enjoying Sundanese specialties such as nasi liwet, karedok, bandrek, and bajigur. Dusun Bambu Lembang. Dusun Bambu is an ecotourism-based recreation park in West Java with the concept of private sanctuary lifestyle. Combining natural beauty and traditional culture, the facilities at Dusun Bambu are designed for the most memorable nature tourism experience, ranging from leisurely walks, sailing, enjoying delicious culinary delight amidst natural charm, to visiting replicas of traditional village. Bandung Science Center. The Science Center was established with a noble purpose, namely to contribute to the world of national education. Unlike in the classroom, the Bandung Science Center tries to show students that various interesting phenomena can be generated using the principles of chemistry, physics, and mathematics. In this way, student interest in learning is expected to be more aroused because they do not only dwell on books and theories. This is realized by exercises of various interesting space and rides, such as audiovisual room, art room, robotic room, and many more. In addition, there are also some unique spots that often attract the attention of visitors. One of them is a harp with string from a green laser. Not just seeing, visitors can participate directly in studying all the unique phenomena presented at the Bandung Science Center. The manager provides the widest possible opportunity for those who want to try directly, play or touch the props. Saung Angklung Ujo. Saung Angklung Ujo is a complete cultural and educational tourism destination because Saung Angklung Ujo has a performance area, a bamboo craft center, and a workshop for bamboo musical instruments. In addition, the presence of Saung Angklung Ujo in Bandung is more meaningful because of his concern to continue to preserve and develop Sundanese culture, especially angklung, to the community through education and training facilities. Bamboo performance is one of the performance fields with several spectacular short performances such as wayang golek demonstration, helaran ceremony, traditional dance art, angklung beginners, angklung orchestra, mass and arumba. At the end of the show, the audience will be invited to dance with the children. The evening bamboo show was developed from a kaulinan urang overtime concept created by Ujo Ngalagena.
The next city is Palembang. The first destination is Arung Jeram Ulu Musi. Ulu Musi provides water games entertainment, or better known as rafting. For facilities and security, there is no need to doubt because it has been handled by a professional and experienced group in their field. Standard rafting equipment has been provided such as rafting tube, life jackets, safety helmets, foot and hand protector, as well as snacks and photo booths. Arung Jeram Ulu Musi provides two routes. The first one is Fun Family Route at cost of 57,000 rupiah per person with a rafting time about 1.5 hours. And the second is called Extreme Route at cost of 73,000 rupiah per person with a rafting time of approximately 2 hours, passing several spots with more extreme challenges and heavier currents. Ulu Musi rafting is included in adventure tourism because it takes place in unusual, exotic, and wild destination. It is also pleasurable because it helps us remember our struggle and hardships. The second destination is Kemarau Island. Kemarau Island is a famous recreation area on the Musi River. Kemarau's attraction is the 9th floor pagoda that rises in the middle of the island. This building was built in 2006. In addition to the pagoda, there is an existing pagoda, namely the Hokjing Ryo Temple, or better known as the Kuan Yin Temple, which was built in 1962. In front of the pagoda, there are the tombs of Tan Bun An, which is the prince, and Siti Fanimah, which is the princess, side by side. It was their love story that became the legend of the formation of this island. Kemarau Island is one of the cultural tourism because the visitor can learn, discover, experience, and consume the tangible and intangible cultural attraction or products in a tourism destination. The next one is Sembilang National Park. Sembilang National Park saves a million natural resources. There are mangrove forests, dolphin attraction at Sumatran coast, migratory birds from Australia, langurs, monkeys, Senyulang crocodiles, even Sumatran tigers that live in Sembilang National Park, especially from October to February each year, because hundreds of species of migratory birds from Australia immigrate to find food in this area. Even tourists can enjoy the natural extraction of dolphins on the border of the mouth of the Sungsang River and the Bangka Strait. Avan admitted that the Sembilang National Park is quite wide, which is around 300,000 hectares. Sembilang National Park is included in ecotourism because it involves traveling to relatively undisturbed natural areas with the specific object of studying, admiring, and enjoying the scenery and its wild plants and animals, as well as any existing cultural aspects, both past and present, found in these areas. Okay, next is Sematang Borang. Located in Sukamulya village, Sematang Borang district, Palembang city, there is an agriculture, education, tourism village. This tourist village is widely planted with vegetables and fruits such as melon, honey pumpkin, corn, eggplant, long beans, chili, and others. Melon and honey gourd are the featured fruits here. The produce here is sold in the local market, usually buyers who come directly here or sold at the Jakabaring main market and several markets in Palembang. The market price of melon is 10,000 rupiah per kilo. In addition to being able to directly identify existing agriculture products, visitors can also ask farmers directly and be given education about agriculture. Sematang Borang agriculture is one of the educational tourism because we can learn new things, which is agriculture. Acquiring new knowledge about culture or history of these destinations, its main focus is on studying new things, learning about other cultures, or to apply our new skills. And here we come, the last one is Hotel Santika Premier Bandara. To spending our free time, we can go on trip to Palembang by staying at Hotel Santika Premier Bandara. We are presented with good quality of service and hotel facilities, as well as the view around the hotel, which is very amazing. In addition to spending time in hotels with complete facilities, we can also take walks to tourist spots near the hotel, such as Ampera Bridge, G-Art Studio, Great Mosque of Palembang, Pindang Pegagan, etc. Gap year is all about learning, exploring, and gaining experience instead of staying home. So why don't we go traveling to Palembang, learn something new, fighting the boredom, or prepare for the new semester?
Adventure tourism at Yogyakarta. Jomblang Cave. Jomblang Cave is one of hundreds of Gunung Kidul cave complexes which are famous for their uniqueness and undeniable beauty. Located in a stretch of Kars Hill on the south coast that extends from Gombong, Central Java, to the Kars area of Sewu Mountains, Pacitan, East Java. Jomblang Cave is a vertical cave with a collapsed doline type. A 60 meters deep single shaft with a diameter of 50 meters formed by dissolution and collapse of 50 million years old limestone. This occurred after the limestone was uplifted from seafloor about a million years ago. Bottom of collapsing hole connected with a horizontal passage that ends at Grubuk Cave. Grubuk Cave, a single shaft of about 60 meters, is the deepest vertical cave in Java Island. The phenomenon of Grubuk underground river and upward view from the bottom is very amazing. The sunlight that comes in from Luang Grubuk forms like a pillar of the light that illuminates the flowstone and the depth of the dark cave. Next is cultural tourism in Yogyakarta. Fort Vredenburg Museum. Fort Vredenburg Museum was a former colonial fortress located in the city of Yogyakarta. The military complex has been converted into a museum of the Indonesian independence struggle, which was opened in 1992. It is located in front of Gedung Agung and near the Kraton Yogyakarta. In 1760, after the foundation of the new Kraton Ngayogyakarta Hadiningrat, the Dutch governor of North Java Coast, Nicholas Harting, requested a fort to be built in Yogyakarta. The first fort was a simple wooden fort with 4 bastions. Later, in 1767, the fortress was extended and converted into a more permanent structure under supervision of a Dutch architect. After its completion in 1787, the fort was named Fort Rustenburg, which in the Dutch language means resting fort. In 1867, the old fort was destroyed by an earthquake. The fort was rebuilt and renamed Fort Vredenburg, which in the Dutch language means peace fort, due to peaceful existence of the fort and the Kraton of the Sultan. Third
is ecotourism in Yogyakarta, Lipodlinggo Waterfall. Bantul Regency is a favorite holiday destination for those who visit the special region of Yogyakarta. For example, visiting some amazing waterfalls for tourists. One of them is located in Poko Village, Linggo District. Its name is Lipodlinggo Waterfall, or local residents often call it Grojogan Lipodlinggo. There is even another name, namely Ledok Poko Waterfall. The waterfall is located in secluded area which is in the midst of lush nature. In terms of appearance and characteristic, it is considered similar to that of Erawan Falls in Thailand. There are many things that visitors can do in Grojogan Lipodlinggo. For example, bathing in a natural ponds. The depth of the first ponds is quite shallow, so it is safe enough for everyone, including children. In the second level, the landscape is steeper and more slippery. But there is another natural ponds for swimming and bathing, and it features more beautiful rocky cliffs. The lowest level of Grojogan Lipodlinggo has a deeper natural pond which is suitable for adults. The depth is around 2 meters. Next, educational tourism in Yogyakarta. Brayut Tourism Village. Brayut is a village designated as a tourist village, located in of Sleman Regency in Yogyakarta Special Region. The concept of a tourist village in Indonesia is generally a rural area with particular characteristics that identify it as a potential or actual tourist destination. Brayut began to develop as a tourism village in 1995. Brayut Village is a tourist village that highlights the local culture, especially in relation to agriculture. This is not surprising given that the majority of the population of Brayut make a living from farming. In this village, you will not only learn about farming, but also learn how to raise fish, cook traditional food, play gamelan, or practice dancing with traditional village dances, make crafts, and watch the sunset in the afternoon, and they are not found everywhere. The last but not least is gap year tourism. In Yogyakarta, for example, is Tirta Budi or Blue Lagoon Yogyakarta. To spend time in the middle of gap year between studies and become gap year tourism, you can also visit Tirta Budi, or also known as Sleman Blue Lagoon. Called the Blue Lagoon because the water is blue and clear like an oasis in the desert. The bed itself is in the form of a pond that is not so big. There is a small fountain in the middle that comes from a bamboo stick. Although the size of the pond in the Blue Lagoon is not large, the uniqueness of this Blue Lagoon is the presence of small fish in the pond, so that our bodies will feel like when doing fish therapy. In addition to feeling the cold and refreshing water, the lush trees around the ponds add the coolness and shade, perfect for relieving tired, healing, refreshing mind, and spending your gap year time.
Adventure tourism at Bali. Ayung Rafting Ubud. Ayung River Bali as a location for Ubud rafting tour considered as the best whitewater rafting in Bali. Due to the whitewater river in Ubud, very suitable for beginners. The Ubud stream is the most extended stream on the island of Bali. The Ayung whitewater river length approximately 98.5 kilometers. Start from the northern mountain, then goes to Bangli Regency, Gianyar Regency, Badung Regency, and end on Badung Strait at Sanur Beach, Bali. Ubud river rafting is the first whitewater river used for Bali rafting trips. As one of the longest rivers in Bali, Ayung Rafting Ubud is one of the adventure tourism because offers a thrilling adventure combined with Central Bali nature sightseeing. Cultural tourism at Bali. Rumah Topeng dan Wayang Setiadharma. Rumah Topeng dan Wayang Setiadharma showcases some of Indonesia's most colorful heritage items. It serves as a great cultural destination in Central Bali, as this unique museum features around 300 topeng and over 5,000 wayang found all over the Indonesian archipelago. Some items are also come from Africa, China, Latin America, and Europe, making its collection very well varied. Also, in Rumah Topeng dan Wayang Setiadharma have cultural performance, the dance and shadow wayang plays. Ecotourism at Bali. Wisata Mangrove Wanasari. Wanasari Mangrove Ecotourism in Tuban Kuta is a special tourist destination for those of you who want to enjoy the charm of mangrove forest in Bali. As known, in Bali there are a number of mangrove forest areas which are quite popular and serve as tourist destinations, such as the mangrove forest in Suwungkawu, Pengbak Beach in Sanur, West Bali National Park, mangrove forest in Nusa Lembongan, and now the Wanasari Mangrove. Wanasari Mangrove is one of the ecotourism because we can explore the mangrove forest, plant mangrove tree seedling, and release crab seeds into the wild. Educational tourism at Bali. House of Alaya Studio. House of Alaya located in the village of Kanggu, Bali. The love and attention of the artisan team of artisans goes into every single piece of House of Alaya jewelry. Each piece began as a creative vision, then sketched out by hand. Also, we can learn to make our own jewelry by following the workshop. There are 2 workshops held by the House of Alaya Studio every Monday and Friday. In each workshop, participants are given a free flow of free time so that they will not have to worry if cannot finish the work. Gap year tourism at Bali. Penglipuran villages. Spending some on your gap year in Bali is not bad option. You can visit Penglipuran villages. Penglipuran villages is one of the traditional villages located in Bali Regency. Penglipuran village is famous as one of the tourist destinations in Bali because of its society who still preserve their traditional culture in their daily lives. The architecture of buildings and land processing still follow the concept of Trihita Karana. The philosophy of Balinese society regarding the balance of relation between God, humans, and their environment. Penglipuran village is close to other tourist attractions like the Qinthari tourist attraction, Pura Kehen, and Tukacepung waterfall.
Adventure tourism in Malang. Mount Bromo is surrounded by a vast stretching sea of volcanic sand that radiate a certain mystical beauty. Mount Bromo and the Tengger area is also the home of Tengger sub-ethnic group who still preserve their age-old tradition and way of life. Here, adventures you should not miss to experience while you are around Mount Bromo. First, hike and witness the spectacular sunrise. The ultimate attraction and the reason why people travel from far and wide to Mount Bromo is its spectacular sunrise. From a vantage point on the nearby mountain Pananjakan, the sun rises magnificently over majestic Mount Bromo as its center, while the surrounding mountain range create an almost surreal atmosphere. It takes about a little over an hour to hike to this vantage point from where your jeep is parked. The sun rises at about 5:30 6:30 a.m. Therefore, you have to plan when to start hiking depending on your fitness. From here, you can also gaze upon the vast desert-like sands below. This is the spot from where the most of the iconic picture postcard views are taken. Second, jeep adventure to Sea of Sunrise. Stretching as far as the eyes can see, this desert-like sand sea around Mount Bromo also offers another adventure. Since jeeps are the only vehicles capable to ride the difficult terrain around Mount Bromo, why not make the most of it and set yourself on exciting off-road jeeps and adventure on the Sea of Sands. There are a lot of operators that will happily arrange an off-road tour around the mountain, so you just need to get yourself ready and prepare for a sensational ride. Cultural tourism in Malang. Join the Yatnya Kasada traditional ritual. Every year during the 14th day of the Kasada month in the traditional Hindu lunar calendar, the Tenggeris conduct the Yatnya Kasada ritual to honor Sang Hyang Widi, God Almighty. Also Roro Anteng, the daughter of King Majapahit, and Joko Seger, son of Brahmana. On the day of the event, the crowds that have traveled together up the mountain cast offering into the crater of the volcano. These sacrifices include vegetables, fruit, livestock, flowers, and money, and are offered in gratitude for the abundance in agricultural and livestock bounty. Despite the evident danger, some locals risk climbing down into the crater to retrieve the sacrificed goods, believing that they will bring good luck. This is the perfect time to observe the unique culture of the Tenggeris community, who still cling to their belief since the ancient days of the once powerful Majapahit kingdom to this very day. Ecotourism in Malang, Coban Putri Waterfall. In the Hindu-Buddhist era, this waterfall was used as a bathing place by Ken Dedes, who is the daughter of Ken Arok, the king of Singosari Kingdom. Therefore, this waterfall is called the Coban Putri Waterfall. Coban Putri Waterfall is one of the waterfalls in Batu Malang. This waterfall presents a multi-level waterfall, so that it becomes its own uniqueness. There's have 3 waterfalls in Coban Putri Waterfall. This place is a must visit if you want to do ecotourism in Malang, because this waterfall presents a very beautiful natural scenery, cool and not too crowded with visitors. Other than that, this waterfall has not yet become an official natural tourist destination. Education tourism in Malang. Jawa Timur Park. Jawa Timur Park, commonly known as Jatim Park, is a complex of recreational and learning parks located in Batu, East Java, Indonesia. The complex has 3 parks, Jatim Park 1, Jatim Park 2, and Jatim Park 3. Jatim Park is one of the tourism icons of East Java and one of the most famous amusement park in Indonesia. Jatim Park was founded in 2001 by Paul Sanjoyo. Jawa Timur Park Group has been working with the Department of Education and Culture Municipality of Batu to ensure that every educational collection display is guaranteed quality. In addition, Jatim Park Group is also working with the Ministry of Environment and Forestry in developing Jawa Timur Park 2 content. This park also has the most extensive area, which is 22 hectares. In 2016, Human Body Museum with the name or entitled The Bagong Adventure was inaugurated. This 1,4 hectare museum is only Human Body Museum in Indonesia. The museum not only from the museum content about the human body, but also from a collection of cadavers or preserved human organs. Human Body Museum is the largest and the rarest human body museum for having cadaver collections in Southeast Asia. In addition to the Human Body Museum, Jawa Timur Park Group recorded another record with the existence of Museum Angkut as the first and largest transportation museum in Asia. The automotive collection of more than 300 species spread over an area of 3,8 hectares. In April 2017, Jawa Timur Park Group also officially cooperated with Indonesian Institute of Sciences, or we call it ISLIPI, to make adjustment to the data collection and management system of flora and fauna in each of the agri-urban parks. So, for the conclusion, Jawa Timur Park become a educational tourism in Malang because of in each Jawa Timur Park had an education purpose. Gap year tourism Pemandian Kalireco. This beautiful bath of the foot of Mount Arjuna is named Kalireco, precisely in this area of Sumber Waras, Kalirejo, Lawang, Malang, East Java. This is also what makes Kalireco bath is still very natural without human intervention. Natural water sources are very clear and abundant. Kalireco baths are still very naturally managed by residents, so that the entry ticket is only with a sincere contribution. Although it has not been officially introduced as a tourist spot, Kalireco baths have long been a place to unwind from anti-mainstream residents. One with nature, all a routine fatigue seems to disappear from the head. Kalireco has several artificial and natural pools. The waters that enters the pool comes from a waterfall behind the hills. The water is clean, fresh, and turquoise.
The conclusions. There is many kind of tourisms that we must know before we decide to going to. Cause every destinations can give different impress and benefit to people who came.